This is a painting, I've showed it in the other video, that someone did for me after, for my birthday. And I just want to show you that this is Andy, my little Andy. It's a mess, but this is my Yorkie thing. Somebody bought me, it says his little name on it. That's my Andy. And it's a beautiful painting. This is Leo here. Leo never met Andy. I found him in an abandoned house 2 months after my little Andy died. That's Doogie. Woohoo! And that's Mamie. She's the diva of the house. This painting was given to me by a friend who's an artist. And, you know, Steve, I saw your video. I am retired from videoing, but I had to tell you, I work in an animal hospital. I help people get through this all the time. And I'm going to tell you a quick story about Andy got very sick. Andy needed me. Andy, I carried him in my left arm. I walked Mamie and Doogie, and Andy got carried. And Andy fell ill, and my boss thought maybe he had brain cancer. But to see the pain he was in, it wasn't worth. And I held him when he died, and it was so quick, and I thought I'd have time to. But it just, like he went to sleep. Like you said, it just went down the weight. But I'm going to tell you a quick story, and it's a very true story. Being born Roman Catholic, there's this thing that when someone close to you dies, you see them before they pass on, you know they're all right. When my Andy died, I lost it. I never really hit anybody in my life. I did hit somebody in my life after my dog died. I was a couple of weeks late on the rent because my dog died, and I got my rent in singles and threw it at the landlord because I was that pissed. But I was mad at God because he took my Andy. It's like somebody, I used to walk through Main Street and Cedar Street with them. People would stop, give them treats, give them corn muffins and stuff. The day after he died, everybody stopped me. Truck drivers would, and they'd point to my arm like, "Where's Andy?" And I would cry. And I don't cry, but I cried. And we stopped walking through Cedar Street and Main Street. Now, Mamie is Miss all around, Miss Congeniality. She missed going through Cedar Street. And I said one day, you know what? I can't just walk them in the morning and at night when it's dark, when no one's out. Thank God these people remember this dog. I'm going to go through. But I was still mad at God because I had to make sure this dog was all right. And I decided to do it on a Sunday, and I was walking Sunday. He died a couple of days before my birthday in August. I put him down. And I was walking down Cedar Street first time, you know, after he died. And it was a Sunday, beautiful Sunday morning, and this woman was walking up towards me with a little girl about 8 years old. And they were all dressed in their Sunday best. And there I was with Mamie and Doogie. And the little girl goes, "Oh, Mommy, look, he's got 3 dogs." And I froze because... And the woman says, "Honey, you know how to count. He's only got 2. She goes, "No, he's holding one." That's a true story. That helps me get people through the loss of the pets. And so, you know what? I'm going to come off cold. I did CPR on my father, and he died in front of me. I took it harder when my dog died. They're my kids. I don't have kids. They're my children. Putting a dog down when need be shows how much you love. And there's an old expression, when you love something, you got to let it go. He was in pain. I see people who have dogs. I've seen cats with cancer where their mouth, and they won't put them down. They won't put them down because, you know, it's not now. But how many times did that person cuddle that cat and that cat made them feel good when their boyfriend didn't call or when their girlfriend didn't call? Andy got me through a lot. There were a lot of dates that went out the fucking door because they didn't like my Andy. But let me tell you something. I don't regret putting him down. It's not a place I want to be again, and I'm going to be there 3 more times. It's a dark place, but you know what? You do it out of love. Steve, I don't know if this makes sense, but you touched me with the video. I don't do videos no more, but I had to reply to this because I can't type for shit. But you know what? When you love an animal, it's different than a human being. And you know what? I put my Andy down and I miss him every day. And I think about him every day. But you know what? That dog got me through so much that the pain he was in, I couldn't bear it no more. And I loved him. That's why I did it. I'm telling you, I work in an animal hospital. You got to see what I see. And every day, I share that story about Andy so they know that all good dogs go to heaven. A little corny, but you know what? Well, anyway, I just wanted to do this as a response to you, Steve. I'm not back into the video game. But I just hope that made you feel better. Thanks. So